And we are here. And here is the 2025 NAGAAA Cup, powered by International Pride Softball and the Bluff City Sports Association here in Memphis. You might be wondering, hey, last night you said you'd be on at 11:15, and we were supposed to, but a little bit of a storm front came through this morning and provided a little bit of precipitation, which is a technical word for rain. I learned that from my broadcast colleague here, and there was about a 45-minute delay in the action today. And that action for us is going to be two teams from the South Florida Amateur Softball Association, or SFAA Softball League there in Fort Lauderdale. We've got Florida United against Team Florida. Team Florida comes in as the number 5 seed, Florida United number 8 seed, so that means that the folks in red you see taking the field right now will be the home team, and the folks in the pinstripes with the rainbow across their chests and the blue accents will be, that's Florida United. They'll be the visiting team, which means they'll be taking their swings first. We've got kind of cloudy weather, a little bit more rain might be in store for us, but here to tell you about who's going to be hitting and where they're going to be playing is the voice of Pride Softball, Hall of Famer Rich Siegel.
Thank you, Roman, and good afternoon from Millington, Tennessee. We are at USA Stadium. We're back at field number 3, about to do this game between two teams from the South Florida Amateur Athletic Association. One is a B team, that will be Florida United. The A team is Team Florida, and we are getting ready to start our game. Our umpires today, the home plate umpire is Sean Albritton from Chicago. He is working with Miles Nardinger, who hails from the Houston Montrose Softball League in Southeast Texas. And so we are about ready to get our game underway. Anthony Devlin is going to be the leadoff batter. The pitcher for the Team Florida is Eddie Strong. He wears number 10. His catcher is, or his battery mate is Jimmy Williams Jr., who wears number 55. First batter stepping in, it's right center fielder Devlin. He bats from the left side, and we are about ready to start our coverage here. We're here for at least 6 this afternoon. And the first pitch is a ball, and your game is underway.
There's a pretty strong wind coming in from the outfield. It's blowing sort of, I don't know what direction that is, south to north.
Hold on. There's a fly ball head out into shallow left center field, and the ball is caught for out number 1.
It's going to be pretty hard to get anything out of here with that wind blowing in like that. It was that way yesterday as well. We only saw 1 home run over the fence.
That's all.
Now, it could be that these fences are a bit longer.
You know, it almost does seem that way. J.J. Agostino, the batter, and he swings and he grounds one to the right side, fielded by the second baseman over to first, and that's out number 2. 2 up, 2 down on 3 pitches, and that'll bring up Omar Urith, the second baseman. He bats from the right side, wears number 24. That breeze, though, does feel good. It's not humid. Sometimes you might get higher humidity here after we had a little bit of a rain delay.
Right, especially after that, but no.
And that pitch is inside.
And we want to know who you're rooting for. I'm guessing it's going to be Florida. So we want to know. Go ahead and type into chat if you haven't already told us. We want to know who you got. And if you've got some friends who are watching, go ahead and tag them in the comments section so that it'll be easy to find. That one's hit well.
Chris Rodriguez hits one high and deep to left field. That ball's got some carry, and the ball drops. It'll be a run for Florida United. They are on the board first. On the double by Chris Rodriguez, it is 1-0.
Rich, I thought that ball was ticketed for the fence. It was going to hit off the base of the fence or maybe hit off the warning track. But that outfielder, that left fielder, did an excellent job of getting there. I thought he had no chance, but he did put a glove on it.
Michael Jordan swings and hits one into right center field. Hangs up long enough for the right center fielder to make the catch. That's Huey Higgins out there, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 run, and 1 left. When we go to the bottom of the first, our score is now Florida United 1, Team Florida 0 here on the Cloud Sports Network.
As we head into the bottom of the first inning, that's a good opportunity for me to talk about one of our sponsors, Miller. You know the phrase, tastes great, less filling, but did you know it was recently listed, that phrase, by Ad Age magazine as one of the best slogans of all time? That's because it encapsulates all that is Miller Lite, a light beer that doesn't sacrifice taste. It's that simple. And at a time when other companies are pulling back from supporting our community, it's good to know that great taste also means being a great ally. We are grateful to Miller for their support for International Pride Softball and for the 2025 NAGAAA Cup. And when I was down in the hotel bar yesterday, it looked like they were doing just fine. Miller was.
Charles Dunn is in the circle for Team Florida. Excuse me, for Florida United. I know I'm going to get them confused at least 2 more times. Nevertheless, his battery mate is Teddy Fonseca, who wears number 4, and the leadoff batter is going to be Corey McFadden, the second baseman for Team Florida. We're about ready to start the bottom of the first.
Got a fun fact for you. Charles, the pitcher, used to play for Team Florida. That is his previous team. So he is familiar, to say the least, with this group of players. But it could be you might see this a little bit of amped energy here.
First pitch to McFadden hits off the glove of Dunn and on into the outfield for a leadoff single.
That was right back up there. Dunn got a glove on it, but unable to corral it. And he left that pitch on the over the plate on the outer half, and so those often will come right back at you.
Jimmy Williams hits a ground ball to the first baseman. He'll step on the bag for 1, and he'll throw to the shortstop covering at second base to try to get the base runner, but to no avail. McFadden easily in at second base, and the out is 3 unassisted.
You might have heard Albritton call illegal on that. Home plate umpire Sean Albritton out of Chicago. You might have heard him call that pitch illegal. That's because it was too high. However, it's not an automatic ball. You have to lay off of it.
This is Christian Maisonette, the left fielder. That's from the right side. As a runner in scoring position, I think I hear a little thunder. There's a grounder to short on a couple of hops. The throw to first is in time. No advancement by McFadden. So he's still at second base with 2 out, and the cleanup hitter for Team Florida is Ewing Higgins, the right center fielder. He bats from the right side as well. Where's number 11? And the first pitch to Higgins. He swings and grounds one beyond the stretch of the first baseman. Second baseman recovers, but has no play. He does throw back to try to get the runner at first base, but was not able to. Higgins is safe at first base on an infield single, and on the play, McFadden to third, where he stands for Mario Newsom.
Runners at the corners now, 2 outs.
And here's the first pitch to Newsom. Swung on and hit in the air to right center field. Almost right to where the right center fielder was standing. That's Devlin, and that ends the inning. So they get a runner as far as third base, but unable to bring him in. We had 2 hits in the inning and 2 left. We go to the top of the second. It is 1-0 Florida United over Team Florida on the Cloud Sports Network.
And again, we want to know, who are you rooting for? And so go ahead and type their names into chat. Let us know. We know it's going to be Florida, but are you Team Florida or United? We want to know. Go ahead and type into chat. Let us know. And if you are watching and you've got some friends or family in this game, we would love it if you would tag them so that they would be notified, so it makes it easier for them to find this game when they go back. Rich, you'd be surprised, or maybe not, at how many people I saw in the hotel last night going back and watching these games that we were doing yesterday.
That's nice to know that. Teddy Fonseca to lead things off here on the top of the second for Florida United. Eddie Strong about to get back on the rubber. And we are about ready for the first pitch of the second inning. Eddie checks his fielders, make sure everybody is where they need to be. There's a line drive up the middle and on into right center field for a leadoff single. Fonseca starts the inning on the first pitch with a base hit, and that'll bring up Sean Schaefer, the shortstop.
For those who are hockey fans, Blues and Jets are playing right now in St. Louis. They're just a few minutes into the first period, and while the Blues did have a power play, they did not score.
Grounder to short. Flows to second for one. The relay to first base, not in time, gets by the first baseman, but no further advancement.
Yeah, the second base on that throw, the second baseman, as he came over to field the throw from the shortstop on that, spiked that throw to first base. It was like you're skipping stones on the water, because this turf, you see the fields here as you can see on camera, they are beautiful. They are also turf. That is AstroTurf, both for the infield as well.
First pitch is deemed illegal, but the batter went after it anyway. This is Devin Smith, the first baseman.
So when you see that brown stuff on the turf here on the field, it looks like it's going to be infield dirt. It is not. It is AstroTurf. So the perfectly manicured infield, the dirt, the outfield, all of that is AstroTurf. It's beautiful.
The next delivery misses 2-2.
That one's
There's
inside,
a swing
but
and a
he goes
ground ball
after
to
it.
third. He goes to second for one, and there'll be no relay. And a head first dive by Smith. So that's out number 2 on the force at second base, 5-4.
He kind of took the bat out of his own hands there. He had that illegal pitch that he swung at earlier, and then that final pitch was well inside. It was going to be another ball.
And there's a first pitch hitting to the second baseman. He'll step on the bag himself. Derek Schaefer, the batter, and he hits into a force play, 4 unassisted, and that retires the side. No runs in the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second, and our score remains 1-0 in favor of Florida United over Team Florida on the Cloud Sports Network.
Major League Baseball is proud to partner with NAGAAA, our international pride softball, for the 2025 NAGAAA Cup. Major League Baseball is committed to ensuring that we have a welcoming and inclusive culture where everyone's voice matters and where people of all races, ethnicities, genders, gender identities, sexual orientations, ages, religions, disabilities, and viewpoints can all thrive together. It's Major League Baseball, a proud supporter of International Pride Softball and the 2025 NAGAAA Cup.
go ahead.
Go ahead, no.
AJ Alvarez will lead off to start the bottom of the second. His team trails 1-0. It's early on.
I was just going to do a humble brag about my Padres in Major League Baseball and how at one point earlier this week they had the best record in the game. They've since lost 3 straight and only scored 1 run in 27 innings, but hey.
Alvarez swings and hits one right down the middle, right center and left center. Give chase, and the right center fielder coming over to his right makes the play, and that's out number 1. Nice catch there by Devlin, and that's the first out of the inning. We'll bring up James Ellis, the shortstop.
Well done by both outfielders. The right center fielder was running in to catch that ball as it was tailing away from the left center fielder. Once left center fielder knew it wasn't his, he went into backup mode.
Ellis swings and lines one into the alley in left center field, and that ball is going to get down. It one hops and gets past the left fielder, backed up by the left center fielder. It's going to be at least a triple. Throw comes into the cutoff man, and he just makes sure that there is no further advancement by Ellis. It'll be a 1-out triple.
That one was ticketed for the gap. Left fielder almost cut it off, but the skip on the grass on that turf plays just a little bit faster than natural grass, and he didn't really have much of a chance.
Dustin Hardy now can tie this ball game. First pitch is a ball. Second pitch swung on and lined to beyond the second baseman's reach on into right field for a hit and an RBI single. Scores James Ellis. Our game is tied at 1.
Got one out here. That was that fly ball to right center. So a double play could get him out of it.
Kenny Ellison, the batter, the right fielder. He bats from the right side as well. Charles Dunn throws the first pitch to him, and it's illegal too high.
Kenny Ellison is a veteran player. Been around a long time.
And the next one, he swings and hits one high and deep to left field. Left fielder draws the beat on it, and he makes the catch, and that is out number 2. On the play, Hardy tags at first and goes into second base. Good base running there, puts him in scoring position with 2 out.
The way that came off the bat, Rich, didn't you think that was going to go farther than
Yeah.
it did? I think, again, that wind's holding it up.
Yes, it is.
You heard some rolling thunder, too, a few minutes ago. It's far enough away that it isn't a concern for us yet, but if that storm moves over this way, they will make it so that you're not standing in a puddle of water holding an aluminum bat.
Eddie Strong takes a ball, and he takes another ball. 3 balls and a strike. 3-1 is a
Calling
walk.
that one deep. Calling that one deep.
That'll bring up Corey McFadden as we swing back to the top of the order. McFadden led off in the bottom of the first with a single. He got as far as third base, but they were not able to bring him in. It's a 1-1 ball game between Florida United and Team Florida.
Put in a courtesy runner at first just now.
And the first pitch to McFadden is a ball.
Dunn is kind of rushing his delivery a little bit.
There's a swing at a fly ball high into left center field. Not all that deep, and the one-handed catch is made out there by Michael Jordan, and that ends the inning. However, Team Florida does drive in their first run of the ball game on a triple by Ellis and a single by Hardy. We go to the top of the third, and our score is tied at 1 on the Cloud Sports Network.
Now, last year, the NAGAAA Cup was in Houston, and this year it is in Memphis. And I think they've decided where it's going to be next year. Do you know? Tampa next year. And the World Series this year, the Gay Softball World Series this year, will be in Houston. We'll talk more about that later on today. But this tournament has been so well done, so well put together. The staff that worked on this, the volunteer group, was led in some part by some folks that we're going to chat with a little bit later, Brad and Theodore, Ted. Hopefully we'll get them to come in and chat with us in a little bit.
Excuse me. Charles Dunn, the leadoff hitter here in the top of the third inning, batting for the first time, and he takes the first pitch for a strike. On the outside part of the plate, the 0-1-2, and that pitch is a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, they start with a 1-1 count here and have one courtesy foul. There's a line drive out into left field. Left fielder ranges over to his left a few steps and makes the catch, and that starts the top of the third with a leadoff out, and that brings up the top of the order and Anthony Devlin, or they call him AMP. He flied to left center field in his first at-bat. He bats from the left side, went opposite field, and here's the first pitch to him, and it is a ball. The next delivery, swung on and bounced to third on 2 hops. Good play by the third baseman. He bounces his throw to the first baseman, who was unable to secure it safely in his glove, so it'll be an error on the throw, and a base runner now at first base.
Another spiked throw there coming in from the infield.
J.J. Agostino, who grounded to the second baseman in his first at-bat, has a runner at first base and lines one into right center field going opposite. It's down, backhanded by the right fielder, who gets it back into the infield. However, Devlin able to make it to third base. It'll be first and third and 1 out. And this is Omar Urith, who walked and scored in the first inning. He has runners at first and third. He swings and goes up the middle and on into center field for a base hit.
Good job by that left center fielder to cut that off and turn and spin to make the throw in to keep the runners at the corners rather than letting that batter runner get to second base, so you'd have runners at second and third. But right now, still first and third, and a ground ball at somebody could end the inning.
Okay, so this is Michael Jordan. I've been given a lineup. Well, never mind. Here's Michael Jordan lining one to the shortstop, and that's out number 2. 2 on, a run in the inning.
That one called deep, too high.
And that one is hit to the shortstop. That's Sean Schaefer, and he is the runner at second base is retired on the force play. It'll be 6 unassisted, and that ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the third. A run did score for Florida United. We go to the bottom of the third, and it's now 2-1 for Florida United over Team Florida on the Cloud Sports Network.
That gives us an opportunity to talk about the USGSN. That's the United States Gay Sports Network, who invites everyone to come out and play. USGSN is America's only LGBTQ plus sports directory that promotes every queer league and tournament in the country. So if you are like me and you've just relocated to a new area, or you want to get more involved with your gay community where you're at, visit usgsn.com and you'll find over 1,000 leagues in over 100 cities with more than 40 sports to choose from. So find your community today. Visit usgsn.com. And if you want to follow them on socials, you can at USGSN.
Jimmy Williams to lead off in the bottom of the third. And the first pitch to him is a strike called. Here's the next one. He swings and grounds one on 2 hops to the third baseman. Over to first, and that's out number 1 here to start the bottom of the third.
Teddy Fonseca has tagged someone, help them find this game later on. So we hope that you, if you're watching right now, will do the same.
Christian Maisonette will be the batter. He grounded at the shortstop in his first at-bat, and he lines one foul down the left field line.
Just swung a little bit early on that one. Got the pitch that he wanted, but was out in front. Just a tidgeon, as they say. Unit of measurement. Common among Lutherans from Minnesota.
First pitch is illegal and called a ball. It's 2 balls and a strike. The batter is Maisonette. Next one to him. Swung on and lined into right center field for a base hit.
When you hear us say that it is illegal, that means that most of the time that's going to mean that it has not met or it has exceeded the height requirements. So when a pitch is thrown, it must travel at least 6 feet high, but no more than 12 feet high. And Dunn was dangerously close to shattering that 12-foot ceiling.
And the first pitch to Ewan Higgins is a ball. Runner at first, 1 out. There's a swing and a chopper to short. They throw to second for 1. There'll be a relay to first, but not in time. Mario Newsom, the batter. He fly to right center in his only other appearance. His team is trailing by 1. It's 2-1 here as we play in the home half of the third inning. The on-deck hitter is A.J. Alvarez. And the first pitch to Newsom. He swings and hits one off the first baseman's glove, but he recovers in time to make the play, and that ends the inning.
Impressive defense there.
We go to the top of the fourth. Our score is still Florida United 2 and Team Florida 1 on the Cloud Sports Network.
We appreciate you watching today. Just in case you're joining us just now and you're wondering why we got such a late start, there's been some rain in the area, and this morning came down pretty good from about 7 until about 8:30 or so this morning, at least in downtown Memphis. We're about 20 miles, not 20 miles, but about 10 miles outside of downtown Memphis. And that caused about a 45-minute delay for the games that were supposed to kick off right at 8 o'clock. So as a result of that, we're a little bit behind schedule. If we were to just move the clock back about 45 minutes, I think we'd really only be about 5 or 10 minutes off.
Probably.
But that delay really did kind of push everything back a bit.
Teddy Fonseca leads off here in the fourth inning. In his first at-bat, he got a base hit. First pitch to him. Swung on and bounced to the pitcher. Fielded by Eddie Strong over to first, and that's the first out of the 4th inning. So the batter is going to be Chris Rodriguez. And he swings and tomahawks one to short. Long throw to first is in time, out number 2.
Lots of balls not making their intended target, which is unusual for this division. Usually you would see much better strikes over there at first base.
That is the second time, by the way, he's gone out on a hit to the shortstop. Now here is Devin Smith, and he gets one out into right field for a 2-out single. And that'll bring up Derek Schaefer.
I don't know if you can hear it on the microphone, but there was a little bit of thunder just now. No lightning, just at least that we could see. I mean, there's always lightning when there's thunder.
There's a grind drive up the middle and on into center field for a hit. It's first and second now, it's 2 out. And for Charles Dunn, can help his own cause here.
You can just imagine the messages I'm going to get now because I said there was no lightning. Don't at me. Charles Dunn, who also does not skip a workout, steps into the batter's box now.
Devin Smith at second, and Derek Schaefer at first. And here's a ground ball hit right to the first baseman, 3 unassisted, and that ends the inning. 2 hits, but nobody scored. We go to the bottom of the 4th, and it is still Florida United 2, Team Florida 1 on the Cloud Sports Network.
Gives us an opportunity to talk about one more sponsor, Miken. So you see those colorful bats that our players are using here throughout the tournament. That's one black one with the iPride colors, and another is a white one with an iPride color.